Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting and riveting Propagandacast from the host and Pearl Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, or if you told one we were known.
We have Italian infantry.
Taranto Coastline in the south is Reakly, fighting here for the German army. The 15th Panzer Grenadier Division reported by some local Italian bersaglieri. In the northeast stands Nico, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the 45th Infantry Division. So we're off to the races here on Taranto Coastline. Been a bit while since I've seen this map. As always, big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters for the continued generous and absolutely heroic support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely. Really does. And finally, a thanks to Iron Fist for his continued generous support by donating and helping the Propagandacast out with his hard-earned money. South here, we got the best aiming up. Italian, shall we say, mid-tier infantry, if you will. Like, I mean, they're probably the closest they had to actual Panzer Grenadiers in the Second World War. Though even there, it is worth keeping in mind, unless you're talking about the really elite Italian units, like, quality on the Italian division could vary wildly. So it would basically come down to, like, you know, the basic, you know, divisional officer and whatnot. So that's, like, typically one of the things that get less talked about. Italian quality in terms of training varied wildly, and in many cases, like, for example, we took the armor divisions, it was even worse. They got like a few months of training, and that was it. Again, it's typically not talked about. They just talk about terrible tanks, but less so about terrible tanker training. So, fun fact there. But anyways, double bersaglieri, rifleman sitting out there for Nico. We got the route squad up here, bike engaging here with its machine gewehr there, engaging the Yankees as they stand their ground there in the bushes, the shrubbery. Declaring it to be a fortress of democracy and liberty until, of course, they realize they have to get closer to the machine gun bike to do something about it. Bersaglieri rushing in from the south here. Coming in from the other side as well here. Not so much going converging, in fact. Bike heavily damaged. Needs to get it out of there up north. Panzer peeling to assist. Bike here. Definitely not taking the most fortuitous path here. That said, it does draw out Nico's unit here quite a bit there. And he's taking a lot of damage. So this ends up not being super ideal there for Nico. Like, all the damage it gets basically, like, repaired by the bike crew itself, and he's suffered, like, you know, 2 squad casualties, maybe even 3 men might have perished without really doing anything significant to the bike. But no, he does only suffer 2 casualties, so not an amazing engagement. In the south, right, pushing forwards, we got the light support company for Reakly so far. Fairly standard DAK build order to some extent, like you do for the bike. You go for 2 squads of bersaglieri, you take up. So, fairly standard stuff here. 3rd squad out there, you might see the 4th then, in which case also fairly standard. Definitely a bit more development that's been happening lately. It's just people going very hard on the bersaglieri. Panzer Pionier northwards, scouts thinking about there. We got flamethrowers known for the Panzer Pioniere. Round squad they're catching the bersaglieri. Like engaging the scouts here, already closing down half health here. We'll have to see if he gets any casualty. We got more rifle there for Nico, probably realizing he's up against a bersaglieri heavy build, in which case, of course, hitting back with a lot of infantry is honestly not a bad idea. But more Italian troops converging here. Sergeant Giuseppe ordering his men up to engage those Americans. Flamethrowers there, of course, making it harder for Nico to form up a defensive position using the housing. Of course, that's pretty good. They do get the flare upgrade here with smoke grenades, giving a better clarity as to what Reakly is up to here. And of course the question is, what does Nico do now? Because he's going to struggle to, like, just push his way through that. He could try and flank around here. At the same time, he's going to lose access to his resources here. So what will he do? I mean, again, I think arguably trying to flank around here might have some benefits. But again, it's going to feel uncomfortable because they're going to mean to conceding, like, territory and resources. But he might still end up doing that, but just suffering that force. There you go. He doesn't go for the deep flank, but he is still flanking. 1 squad, though, heavily damaged. At this point, I can see he's trying to use it to draw away fire from the more healthier squads here, which technically is risky, but I can see the logic. Like, that squad's not going to do too much anyway, so theoretically, trying to preserve the other squads does kind of make sense. But still, he can make use of the houses, and of course, the flamethrower team makes it tough here for Nico to use them himself. We got Infantry Support Center here. He's still going to do it. Still very risky with the flamethrower team here. And we also got grenades as Reakly has taken up. No veteran squad leaders yet. There you go, pop into the building here. A lot of damage inflicted. I think he's been careful not to bunch his men up in the building because he's concerned, yeah, Nico's going for grenades, which, of course, pushing all his men into that house could be fantastic for Nico. But still end up really nasty engagement here. We do get a squad down here just running around, cutting off, he's trying to cut off here, most Reakly stuff, and we get a wipe here. That definitely helps somewhat for Nico here. I mean, even like he's losing a lot of resource, inflicting that wipe there does hurt Reakly. He's going for the flag feeling though, and that will definitely hurt Nico. We even get a second wipe. So again, that sort of flanking around there does kind of like, open up for that. And we even see the bite going down. So Reakly suddenly went from like, really good push to a really bad push. That was pretty good there for Nico. I mean, even if he's lost the resources, I mean, the amount of like damage inflicted on Reakly is huge. Like, he's gonna have to like rely heavily on this flak feeling, and if that gets lost somehow, Reakly is in a really bad place. Like, amazing bad place. I suspect he's not going for the veteran squad leaders because at this point, I think his game plan is just to try and turn this around with tanks short term to mid term. Bit risky, obviously. Got Panzerjägers out. These options are about Greyhounds. Got grenades on the retreat path. The flak feeling there. Reakly's just playing as aggressively as he can because he knows he has to inflict losses on Nico now, or he's going to get absolutely steamrolled. There you go. Nico deploying the smoke here. Nice save there. He could, of course, driven into the base, but the problem is he risks then, of course, having less clarity about what's going on there. And if he gets more snares on him, he's going to lose the flak feeling. So yeah, this is some pretty intense stuff here in the first few minutes. Panzerjägers with the best area support rushing northwards, captain their base in the northern field point. The captain, of course, just representing another unit to capture points with here for Nico. Panzer Pioneer there for Reakly, since obviously he does want Panzer Pioneers to repair his staff. Captain forced away there just narrowly. Fresh wave of troops there out of Nico's base. Still no battle group. I suspect in a pinch, if he really has to, he'll go for airborne, but I suspect he might be hoping for armored here. He could go for advanced infantry, but most players at this point really just favor armored so much. There you go, Panzer Pioneer out. Pioneers of a German Panzer Division, and typically some of the best troops in the division, as of course they'd have to not just act as engineer troops, but also assault troops. And the armoured versions of the Panzer Pioneers would actually typically have access to their own armoured half-tracks with a slightly more unique design with the little assault bridges. And also typically the Panzerbooks are mounted for the platoon leader vehicle. There you go, grenades aplenty. Retreating here. He's obviously just looking to get as many wipes in as Reakly. And there you go, we got the Samavente. Gas against the M1340 next here. Reakly short on manpower, and again having suffered so many wipes is basically betting on rushing out the Italian medium tanks here to threaten Nico, who's going for the anti-tank guns. He's obviously anticipating either the anti-tank, the Achtrad, or again the tanks. Like, he's clearly knowing he needs to get out anti-tank guns. He obviously wants Chaffies and Greyhounds, but Reakly's fuel control makes this very difficult, and we do get the mechanized company as well there. Rascal, they're being hammered. Scouts in trouble. Got the rifling northwards. Anti-tank almost done there for Nico. Still no battle group. Yeah, at this point, I think if he'd gone for airborne, he would have gone for it now. So he could have airdropped the anti-tank guns. Maybe gone for like some paratroop bazookas, who knows. Scouts wiped. So at this point, it feels like more likely armored or advanced infantry. We'll have to see, of course. I mean, Nico can very easily prove me wrong. 250 half-tracks supported by the flak feeling, course proving to be a bit of a headache here. We got the ambulance for Reakly. He's also called in some fresh Bersaglieri. Oops. Sorry, I was driving some Reakly. Liquids here, troop charging from the south here. Bersaglieri squads time 3. Some veterans you won, some not. We do get the Greyhound here to help deal with infantry. Again, all these Bersaglieri are a bit of a headache there when supported well. There's a lot of action here. Southern point mixes as well here. Ambulance out, ground out. Yes, we do get armored. We got War Machine. He can get out at a discount. He wants to preserve as much manpower as possible. And of course, we'd also like to see a lot of Chaffies. And eventually, probably like, an EC8. But the question, of course, will be, will it be a call-in or a build one? With the way things are looking, it's probably going to be the call-in version. Simply because, again, Reakly is controlling the fuel so tightly that, trying to go for the tank depot and then build the EC8 fuel-wise is going to be a bit much, whereas just calling it in is obviously just going to be, you know, a bit easier for Nico. Mines exploding here, heading southwards there, so really aggressive gameplay for Reakly. Just allow him to maintain that map control there. And there you go, Greyhound out, Armoured Science gets 50 cal on the way. Thumbs up, and of course, Veterans 1, courtesy there of Veteran Crews. Engaging there, but getting hammered with a flak feeling. Anti-tank rifle shots also going through. We got those Bessieri getting mauled here rather than doing what they can. Anti-tank being forced away, southern point being seized. Round squad here, getting grenaded.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Anti-tank crew, they're losing Lewis to German, or in this case Italian fire. Black moving forwards, 250 after their Veterans 1 is disengaged the Panzerjägers, and we got them pursuing the Greyhound into the base there. Pretty well played. Anti-tank crew, they're getting wiped here. He obviously wants to see if he can't get off a shot there, but I think he was underestimating Reakly's persistence with his Bessieri and how much he's willing to risk them here. And there you go, decrews the anti-tank gun. Panzerjägers forced to withdraw here. Greyhound getting repaired, he's got the engineers up, very good, thumbs up. And straight into the Panzermate Commando here, so whatever Reakly might have planned there, I think with M1340s has very quickly been thrown to the wayside, so you might as well just go Veteran Squaddies or strafing runs. Miss there on the anti-aircraft half-track, Greyhound charging into the Bessieri. Nico cause absolutely pushing in hard, he needs to get it back as much as map here as possible. He's behind in victory points, he's far behind on resources. The only thing he's probably ahead on is kills to an extent. Just wipes. Got the 250 half-track without anyone in it rushing northwards here, probably figuring he can deal with the captain on his own, which honestly is not bad, I think, expectation. Another anti-tank for Nico. Pack 38 for Reakly called in there. There's plenty of sense. A lot of action here. After was the Bessieri. North here, point being seized. Captain holding out against the 250 half-track. The Leichter Schützen Panzerwagen.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
There you go. Pack 30 setting up here. Got to engage the Greyhound. Clearly anticipating Nico's moving there. Good shot. Got the 250 half-track. Reakly there, basically too extended in terms of attention span, and calls him to lose the half-track. Nico there hitting victory points. He's looking to halt the bleed and turn it against Reakly. Just rushing another 250 half-track pretty boldly. Rather to an almost reckless extent, I'd say. Pack 38 moving forwards, entering them to engaging the 250 half-track. Grenades going off all over the place. Greyhound being repaired. Pack 38, they're really exposed, but fortunately for Reakly there, Nico's got nothing here that can, like, punish it. This definitely is, like, otherwise very bad. But again, probably did it because he knew where most of the opponent's forces were. We do, at least had to do. We got armor reserves there for Reakly, though. Button Panther falls. Not likely to be Stooks, but could be Stooks. I mean, never say never. But he might as well be just going to try and go straight for the Tiger tank, which obviously has its merit, but might also risk, conceding, too much time and resources to Nico. We'll see there. We got the BARs. They're obviously looking to hit Reakly's infantry support weapons harder. Does make sense. We got artillery cover there, so that basically means it's going to be Bessieri upgrades / infantry upgrades. You can pick that for his battle group. We got their fast deploy out of Nico.
A capture point is being taken from us.
But Nico's definitely steadily getting more into the battlefield now here against Reakly. Now it's got the BARs, and that will definitely pose a problem there for the Bessieri because they're not upgraded, I think, in any way. Not from, his little structure there in his base, or again from the battle group. And that does mean they're going to struggle against barred up riflemen.
Have taken our territory.
I imagine Nico's really going to look to take advantage of that.
Point under enemy control.
That's that. Reakly there spotting a gap here again in Nico's lines. We've got grenade fire, we got pack fire. Engineers are busy laying down mines to make it harder here for Reakly to just dash in. Thumbs up. As things are looking as well, it's probably going to be a Tiger tank here out of Reakly. I mean, we're not seeing a Panther 4 by now. He's probably feeling very confident and the current state of affairs. So he will just try and hold up for the Tiger tank, which kind of makes sense again. It does have its risks if Nico's able to apply enough pressure to Reakly before the Tiger tank then hits. Going for the Chaffee, the M24 Chaffee light tank.
A munitions point is being taken from us.
There you go, Chaffee right around the corner. From north of Graham bombarding the Bessieri. M1 anti-tank moving forwards. Flak feeling 250 heading south. That's Ralph's got munitions point. There you go, Chaffee setting out. Ralph squad charging and catching the Pack 38. We got an MD-34 there for Reakly. We got a strafing on here trying to hold the advance here from the Ralph squad. Definitely going to catch in Nico off guard. He was clearly not anticipating that will go. A lot of casualties as the Luftwaffe is sinks its teeth into his forces. Chaffee going after the flak feeling here. We do get some arm pitching around here, which absolutely messes with the Chaffee crew here, saving the flak feeling. Close call there for Reakly. But of course, been an amazing kill there for Nico and gotten that. Meanwhile, Ralph's got in trouble. MD-34 arriving. Bessieri, they're hitting a mine, almost getting wiped in the process. Could go still for veteran squad leaders anything else, but so far Reakly does not seem particularly interested in increasing the lethality or combat ability of his Bessieri. Southeast Chaffee spotting some Panzer Pioneer.
Losing grasp of a munitions point.
Reakly inching ever closer to the Tiger tank. Another Chaffee there for Nico. No, there's a lot of light vehicles to deal with. If anything, the Greyhound, of course, might be anticipating Panther 3s, in which case obviously wants Chaffies, or we'll have to see. Of course, against the Tiger tank, I mean, even enough Chaffies can work, in particular with Seek and Destroyers, so as long as they flank the Tiger tank, which a lot of Chaffies definitely possible. So, of course, this map can make it a bit tough unless, Nico is a bit smart about it. Which again, this is Nico, so he can definitely be very smart about it. Using that light vehicle to keep the flanks clear. Meanwhile, Nico pushing up for the center, looking to establish control there.
A munitions point is being taken
Rifle leading the
from
way,
us.
Chaffee's backing up there in the south. Ralph's could have been caught in a bit of a hellfire from the Bessieri. Going for those light vehicles. Do get Panzergers here blocking it, but we do also have the Ralph squad there pushing back the Panzergers still. It might just be enough time here for Reakly to evacuate his light vehicles. Can pursue there and finish them off here. Catch them. Pack finishing up there, but it's not quite in the right position. 250 after there. Pathing betrays it. Bit of a nasty hap. They have it just as time splitting off there.
250. We're losing grasp of a victory
Still,
point.
better the 250 instead of the flak feeling. Meanwhile, in the south, Reakly there takes advantage of the chaos up north to at least advance the front line in the south. Greyhound setting up. Again, you need to see, I think he's mining his base entrance. But
We have lost control of a victory
hard to say,
point.
some players do that, but it's not him.
Territory lost.
Meanwhile, Reakly is getting pretty close to that Tiger tank. Of course, Nico does have 2 anti-tank guns and 2 Chaffies, so he's not
Tiger 1 ready to
completely defenseless against it, but it is going to be very uncomfortable. So there you go, Tiger tank around here from the 504th Schwere Panzerabteilung, heavy tank detachment.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Early heavy tank detachments react a mix of Tiger tanks and Panzer III models N. The Panzer III's meant to support or do the anti-infantry role. The German army, though, would quickly scrap that. And just, have them fully be Tiger tanks with other supporting elements. There you go, Tiger tank engaging here, pushing back the Ralph squad.
Territory lost.
Third anti-tank for Nico here, we also got Seek and Destroy. The fact he's going for a third anti-tank and instead of, say, more Chaffies might indicate he's definitely thinking about the Colin EC-8, in which case he's probably looking to preserve more fuel for the Sherman EC-8s for Brad Pitt. Tiger tank pushing northwards on its own. Bit risky. I mean, if say Nico had been mining around here, he could quickly risk the Tiger tank, blowing its engine apart. Bessieri charging 40 anti-tanks, got a bad spot. Black Feeling supporting the Tiger in the west side here. Catbeg, he's going to get wiped, I think, unless Nico's lucky. I mean, it could be. He could get lucky, but it's also not impossible. Instead, he gets capped and absolutely annihilated. With a flak feeling and a Tiger tank being done upon. Yup, that was a wipe. ultimately, not too much of a prize. Reakly continues to not do much there for his Bersieri or infantry. But he is bringing up another Pak 38 here. Panzerabwehrkanone 38. Got the tear gas rounds, got the Pak 38 engaging the Greyhound, almost taken out. But Nicko's Greyhound, of course, courtesy of amazing American engineering, apparently allows you to just absorb so much damage. DAK rolling forwards here. No pinlock machine gun yet. Route got flank around here, the Bersieri, the Pak 38, and the MD-34, but it has turned around to see with that. Second Pak 38 ready. I imagine he's obviously concerned about the Chaffies, but he might also, of course, be thinking more seriously about the potential, of course, of the Sherman EC-8 and Brad Pitt. Anti-tankers, I think, are waiting for the Tiger tank just to inch a bit closer. He's also got munitions for at least some armor-piercing rounds there if he's willing to commit to it. But again, most use of players just seems to not use them at all. There you go. Reakly assault going off here. Tiger tank supporting infantry. Lacking to screen the anti-tank guns. They are definitely out of trouble here. Several hits on the Tiger tank. No armor-piercing rounds. More bounces here. Tiger tank taking some damage. Chaffee's moving up. Got the flak fin. Got the Pak 38 here. Nicko's lead Chaffee there is a high-risk position there. No, gets away. Tiger tank misses. More anti-tank on fire there. More bounces. Got the anti-tank and their crew as well. Close call there for Nico. Reakly, meanwhile, of course, taking advantage of all the action in the south to push forward to the north here. Very important there. Meanwhile, more Chaffies for Nico. More light tanks.
Taking small arms fire here.
Chaffies, they'll meanwhile need repairs as the Greyhound. Honestly, at this point, with all these light vehicles, I think Nico wants more engineers to repair them faster, because one engineer's got to repair all of this, I think, is going to be insufficient. Grenade hit, all flanking the MD-34, nice up there by Nico. Catches Reakly's machine and crew there, and gets it! Can he get it back? His Panzer is falling back. There you go, wrecking the anti-tank gun. Nico does not waste even a moment. He does not waste a breath. He absolutely annihilates the machine gun before Reakly can get his hands on it again. Tiger tank being repaired, gonna send in to catch that route squad here. Clearly feeling quite safe about the entire state of affairs. Chaffies, they need repairs. Greyhound's fixed up. And Nico, of course, slowly inching on that Sherman EC. Meanwhile, Reakly bring up the Stuckasser Fuss, probably to help deal with all these anti-tank guns, using its many rockets. Got Nico there with advanced logistics for cheaper reinforcements. You get more manpower. Thumbs up to that. Lining up the rifle for a fresh assault on the southern victory point. We got 349 versus 233. There you go. Bersieri Bolsik, and then go for the Breda Modelo 30 if he wants next. Which I imagine he wants, but never know.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Panzers are being spotted. Tiger tank engaging. There you go. Stuckasser Fuss ready. Typically, these are actually part of the Panzer Division's Panzer Pioneer Italian's Heavy Weapons Company. Fun fact. Which again highlights, you know, that assault element of the Panzer Pioneers. You don't like hand them out like, you know, massive rocket launchers. They're just there to like doing the work. There you go, triple anti-tank guns. No armor-piercing rounds ability still here out of Nico. I don't get why most user places continue to ignore that, because it's kind of nuts. But there you go, charging in with the Chaffies head on. We got Pak 38 ready. No Seek and Destroy, despite also being a really good ability here. Feel like there's a bit of an oversight there by Nico. 2 Chaffies down, did minimal damage. And ends up being a massive waste of Chaffies here for Nico. Yikes. More anti-tanks for Nico instead, heading for 4. Return the rewards in a sense really for going for the Tiger tank, as long as Nico continues to not use the armor-piercing rounds. As soon as that happens, obviously, his Tiger tank might feel like a less of an ideal investment. In south here, Routwall's lining up to push back, counter push there by Reakly. and the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division. Now, Nico's down just the Greyhound, effectively. Moving in all his anti-tank guns. Round squad flanking. He's going to pelt it with anti-tank guns. You got the Stukas in a bit in the danger zone as well. There you go. One snare off. Tiger tank engine out. I repeat, engine out. Anti-tanks flanking from the rear. Reakly there caught. Absolutely blindsided by the anti-tanks from that angle there. Good kill here for Nico. More than compensated as opposed to the loss of all these chaffies, though. There's still the fact he kind of just threw away 3 chaffies without really achieving anything with them. But in the end, he did get the Tiger tank there. Massive blow there to Reakly and the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division, which of course has now to explain to Corps Command what happened to the Tiger tank. And there you go, Sherman EC8 calling again very much for a sort of just Reakly's massive map control here that Nico just can't easily fall the field. There you go, bombarding the base of the Stukas of first. 6 massive rockets there, about 30 centimeters. And there you go, setting about wrecking the anti-tank gun there. And gone it is. Still no Braders there for Reakly, and there you go, flak feeling at ace level, absolutely veteran crew. The South Unit Panzer Pioneer there busy. We got 324 to 225. Really, that's the victory point over Nico, but it is slowly shrinking in there. Pack 38 flying away there. Greyhound getting hammered there by the Panzerabwehr Kanone 38. A lot of munitions though. I mean, more mines would obviously be a good idea here for Nico. Just using more of his abilities besides chucking grenades. I do wonder, has he even upgraded his rifle with a second BAR? I mean, that would also be a good way to make use of all these munitions. Appears like he's only got 1 BAR in each squad, so I mean, that's like another way to just utilize all of these munitions. Either way, I do think Nico needs to do something with the munitions instead of like saving it up, like, you know, he's a billionaire looking to buy a political party. Black filming in. Bring up the M1 entertainment, Specie charging forwards here. And there you go, flag feeling, dodging the entertainment fire there. Very fortunate bit of luck there for Reakly. Stukas of course at it again. All 6 rocket salute. Clearing out another entertainment gun. Flag feeling flanking in. Nico clearly setting up for the East German EC and Brad Pitt. Coming for his star power to turn the tide here for the forces of democracy as the 15th Panzer Division keeps up. There you go, entering again, misses the flak feeling. Phenomenal luck there for Reakly. Pack 38 moving forwards. Stukas was hanging back. Note later in the war, though, when the German established the Panzer Brigade, they would also have some of the Stukas of Fuzzers, but that was primarily the only other place that really saw any service. Organization. But there you go, Ralph's getting mauled here by the Black feeling there, Greyhound moving up.
300 points remaining. Say again.
300 points left. Nico's definitely doing a good job there, bringing Reakly, you know, a bit down to his knees, but Reakly is definitely not allowing it to happen with like any ease. Nico's lost several of his anti-tank guns too, which is obviously a bit painful for him. He's getting very close to that Sherman easy. He's getting so close. Meanwhile, Reakly is not too far away from a second Tiger tank here. And blame the previous loss on communist saboteurs. Build up forces again, heading for the southern field point. Sherman EC8 so close here. He's actually spending some munitions on something, so that's a plus. Reakly, though, continues to refuse to upgrade his Italian troops to light machine guns. Tiger tank ready. Nico can also go for the Sherman EC8. Which I assume he wants to, considering his floating resources. Fine, instead of doing anything else with them. Ground squad 10% start catching the best in a bit of bad spot. Heavy bar fire there. Wrecking the challenge grenades while they're doing damage. Flak filling them again, charging in here. Nico still hasn't gone for the EC8. Tiger tank moving forward, slowly around on the front line here. North here, Greyhound there, blasting away. Ace level crew, Panzer Puny and Panzerjägers. Tank from the north side, and there you go, Brad. Pitt has arrived to support the 45th Infantry Division as it is suffering heavily. Rifle squad there getting mauled. Flak filling actually can hit and almost got taken out here by the anti-tank guns. But I bet you it can take a bit more damage. Stuka's first though, immediately zones in on it, completely evaporating one of the anti-tank crews there. A stinging blow here to Nico in the face of a Tiger tank. Up north there, mines exploding, Panzerjägers almost getting annihilated. Rifleman rushing in for the anti-tank and second one setting up here. Squad there, decimated with a single shot. Will Nico remember to use the armor piercing rounds here? Doesn't matter because Reakly's calling in the Luftwaffe to shred the anti-tank crews there. Hackfetty's been gonna absolutely break the anti-tankers there. Bassieri charging in here. Frontline is not looking great here for Nico. Sherman EC8 flanking in there. Engineers fixing up the Greyhound. Second anti-tank gun. This is massive here. Reakly, of course, prioritizing the anti-tank guns very wisely. Leaving Nico with, well, not much here. Bomb squad catching the Bezier. More rifle moving in here. Getting rid of those anti-tank guns is just huge. I mean, it could be eventually that Nico might remember to use the armor piercing rounds ability. It would obviously be devastating news for his Tiger tank, but just removing the anti-tank guns, that stops being a problem. As of course Nico builds more anti-tank guns, which of course he does. Mining up the northern approach here. This year they're being met with a lot of American steel here. South side Reakly setting up shop here. Up north, Nico's pushing for that victory point there again. We got 253 versus 205. The gap is closing in terms of victory points.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
More mines up north. He's really just mining as far as he can get away with it. Meanwhile, Reakly looks like he's just going to try and ignore that and might even be attacking here Nico's base instead.
Victory point lost.
Which is definitely bold if nothing else. There we go, almost wiping the entire squad over the Tiger tank. Freshly arrived tank set up there, but has to quickly withdraw here.
Fuel point.
Looking very uncomfortable for Nico. Green got the Stukas who's bombarding the base. Not that there is a lot to bombard. Almost got the medic station there.
The enemy has lowered our victory
That said, of course, there's one flaw with this, which is Nico could exploit how everything's then pointing towards here by flanking around here. A bit like how he flanked around here at the start of the game, hitting heavy damage, and it looks like that is exactly what's happening here. But can he achieve like that same effect he did like early in the game and take out most of Reakly's forces? Will Reakly be a bit more durable this time around? It's tough to say here. Nico though is also playing a lot more cautiously because even he has like a good flank momentum. Reakly's forces at this point obviously pack a lot more firepower and can also more easily deal with this. At least more easily overall. Still, at least seems to have done partly the trick. Nico has halted Reakly from pushing towards his base there. You can see there Reakly is starting to get more paranoid about this particular strip of land he could attack from. Tiger turning around, then getting the rifle squad obliterating there Bobby. And Nico's just grabbing most of the northern map. He's also laying down even more mines. Thumbs up. More anti-tank guns, unsurprisingly, also being brought up to meet the Kraut menace. The Stukas of us. It's 6 rockets. MG-34 there for Reakly. To deal with all these barred up riflemen. And using the previous Tigers heavy cover, the rifle that is fairly formidably dug in. Still he's got a lot of numbers, he's also finding going for the Breeders. Thumbs up. Grenade here. EC8 moving in there. Brad Pitt sees his comrades in trouble and engages with a Sherman tank. And Reakly sees there's a signal. Oh, we catch the rifle on a retreat here. Oh dear. Misses though. Good luck there for Nico. Still sends it to Vicky 3 Rav score there, making the double bars.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Talk about fortunate. You mean on the south there, Nico continues to push ahead here, going for a triple cap. Got 209 or 208 versus 198.
Victory point under enemy control.
Got more troops pushing northwards with minesweepers opposite, concerned about Nico laying down a lot of mines. Smart move.
Our forces are down to 200 points.
197 to 198. Nico's actually overtaken Reakly. Impressive comeback here from Nico, if anything else. Impressive. 2 thumbs up. West side there, Bessier, busy ground points.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
South here, Bessier pushing back the RAF squad there. Engaging the Bessieri. Pack Freddy's moving up. He was looking to hit an exposed Greyhound armored car. And of course, steadily advancing undercover for minesweepers because, again, Nico has been very busy laying down mines. Ooh, almost got a wipe here on that Bessier squad. Such a close call there. Bit of bad luck, they might be able to get the wipe actually. Nico withdrawing here. Mia might be pushing up here in the south again, exploiting that Reakly's attention is here now. That means this part of the front line of opposition is going to be much easier to punch in. Thumbs up there to Nico. We got 172 versus 188 again. Nico continues to build up his lead. The Reakly and Reakly is just bombarding, hoping to catch any man with his Tiger tank. Oh, Mount can't work to the mining. There you go, machine gun flanked by the Sherman EC. Grain rushing as well here. Could he get the machine gun? No! Reakly's like they're held.
A victory point is being taken.
But the victory point's going to take, and he's very slowly moving towards this. We've got the Stukas barrage here again. Rockets being launched here, trying to prohibit Nico from getting that victory point here with limited success. Tiger tank now participating in the counterattack, plus that ace flak feeling. Absolute hero anti-aircraft tower track, doing what it does best, which of course is shooting at ground targets.
Enemy forces hold all victory points, Commandant.
Ground squad, they're being mauled. Anti-tanks are ready. Greyhound moving up as well here. We got 138 versus 198. Tiger tank scores a thrilling blow there. EC8 bouncing a shot there from the Pack 38. Ground squad in the center getting mauled. Bessier almost getting wiped out. Anti-tanks firing, still not using those armor-piercing rounds. North here, mine goes off under the Panzer's feet, blowing them clean off. I think Nico is likely setting up here for another Sherman EC8. Obviously means more engineers, but also more tanks. So 117 versus 198. Gab is growing in favor of Nico. In favor of democracy. More rifle lining up, heading northwards with that Sherman EC8. Noting no 50 cal has been mounted. Bessier here with a flak filling in support. Definitely proves to be a bit of a strong point there, and a surprising one on that. Here, there you go, even grenades in case Nico's a bit slow to react. Second EC8 has arrived. It's 2 Sherman EC8s. That's definitely going to be a bit of a bigger headache here for Reakly to deal with. There you go, more freedom and democracy. Up from north, immediately losing Johnny there to the Tiger tank. Another massive hit in the RAF squad, almost taking out the entire squad. Ooh, he actually got the wipe. Painful there. Tiger tank moving forwards. Greyhound there takes a smashing hit. Got the anti-tank, it's flying away there. Both shots bouncing, still not pissing around. Greyhound there again. Another hit from the Tiger tank, but doesn't go down. Actually takes 3 shots from the Tiger tank to knock out. Tiger tank there down to half health, going from northern victory point. Nico there's charging in from south side. See, no sign of seek and destroy still. I feel like he keeps looking like some very potent abilities. But oh well. Second EC now, we've got smoke from the Tiger tank. Machine gun forming up a strong point here. That is messing up here with Nicko's assault here towards the Tiger tank, buying Reakly precious moments to get the Tiger tank out of there. Meanwhile, the route was getting mauled. And there you go. Anti-tank is firing. Both veterans who won. Tiger tank heavily damaged. We got 108 versus 180. Nico is absolutely clawing his way into this match here. Absolute tenacities. Absolute, but also I think just really good maneuver skills here. Which is one of those things that does make, I think, Taranto Coastline a bit more interesting at times. I'm not saying it's a fantastically well-designed map, but it does, I think, offer some, at times, interesting opportunities to flank and outmaneuver the opponent, which I feel like a lot of the other maps at times can lack. But again, the map still has, I think, some significant issues. But at the same time, I really just don't get easily matches like this on other maps. Fixing up the EC8s there. We got 96 on 80. The clock continues to tick here. Reakly, I think, needs to, like, start doing something here. A bit more actively. I would argue if Nico just remembered to use some of his abilities like the armor piercing rounds and the anti-tank guns, this could have very well been GG already in favor of Nico, at least look even more favored for him. It's definitely helping out there, Reakly. Mines exploding here, catching up some units trying to move out the flank. Soon the Tiger. It's going a mission, setting up his shop in the house. Probably not a great timing there. Pack 38 crews though, spotting the Sherman, instinctively blasting it. Not that it's difficult, the Sherman tanks had a pretty large profile to the point that if you actually see them compared to other American tanks of the war, it's actually much bit taller than them. Even like the Pershing tank was actually kind of lower compared to, like, shorter compared to the Sherman EZ8. You can easily see the 3 squads of the Tiger tank. Sherman EZ8's moving up. Pack 30's lining up. South side here. Small assault here by Reakly trying to get the Southern Vector bomb. We got 59 versus 180. Greyhound going for the flank here. Going for the pack crew. Nice flank here. There's good gets recruited here. Still, it puts pressure on Reakly to force him to consider other flanks. Sides of the map here. Flag from the south. It continues to just be an absolute monster. And then engineers push back. Packs are moving forwards here. EC8's withdrawing for repairs. Engineers somehow surviving all of that. And we got the route going for the flank here, sweeping in. Grenades off there. Greyhound there catching the pack crew off guard. And now the other one's pointing in the wrong direction, allowing these hits to swoop in and cleared out as well there. This could be huge here for Nico. Holy smokes. He's got all of Reakly's anti-tank guns. He's wrecking them. He's trying to. Got the Stukas first there. Southern point is formed to the German armors of the 15th Panzergrenadier launches an assault on the Obergefreite Wilhelm Meyer to get that point back. Rushing for the northern point here. Tiger tank spearheads an effort to hunt down the Sherman EC8s and get rid of that goddamn Brad Pitt. This is Brad Pitt anyways. I don't know, I hear he's a great American hero. Really? Do the Americans have great heroes? That's actually a really good question, isn't it? Panzer III's there for Reakly. Pushing forward, he's down at 14 points. He has to get aggressive. He can't afford to sit about with this. He has to get active. He has to get in there. And of course, Nico needs to also get in there, but at least he's got a bit more room to work with. So if he's just smart like this, patient, he could probably catch like Reakly off guard again and do heavy damage. Machine on the south here proved to be a massive hit here for him. He's going to need to flank around here and do some damage there. He's also getting close to a 30 EC8, which would definitely spell big problems here for Reakly. See with having lost an anti-tank gun. Big push again, deep flank here with the Rothwood again. I really like just the way he's flanking. Now, that's also again that thing the map kind of opens up for. These are actually these kind of interesting flanks if you're paying attention. Tiger tank charging forward here. 30 EC8 has arrived. Will he remember to use Seek and Destroy with 3 EC8s? That's the big question, because if he does, that could be bad news for Reakly. Engineers there, EC8's getting hammered. Greyhound blasting away. Bestiary down to low health. Could also use the HVAC rounds on the EC8. S-mine launch actually utilized. 2 thumbs up. Just very short range there. EC8 flanking in. We actually got the atrium rounds there. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Anti-tanks flanking in there. More damage inflicting the Tiger. No one pitching around to the anti-tankers. Flag filling getting hammered though. Panther arrived, pushing through in the south. We got 14 on and 41. Massive rocket strikes. EC8 need repairs, the others are looking fairly okay. Just trying to keep track of all that's going on because, again, we can also get some messy engagement on this map due to the way it works. So, you know, again. Remaining anti-tank added, EC8 engaging head on. Seek and destroy here could win in the game. That is for Nico, not for Reakly. Other EC8 moving from the north here. No H-Rep rounds. Gun use flanking in. Ace, Tiger, Crew, Rifle Squad moving, kind of catch the Pack 38 here. EC8's going at it. Tiger tank deep Scheiße. We got the grenades. Anti-tank off here. Pack Crew decrewed. Tiger tank down. 14 points left. And Reakly just lost his Tiger.
This does not pop. Victory point lost.
Massive blow here. And Nico's got an anti-tank gun out of it. Moving in the EC8, there's going to need that repaired. We got 14 versus 112. He's got a lot of engineers, though. He can fix up his EC8s pretty fast as well, which obviously poses another problem there for Reakly because it means there's not really a lot of downtime between, you know, the battles. Like, he needs to prepare to, like, immediately get counterattacked as well then. So that further adds, you know, some tension here for Reakly. Some stress. And again, having lost his Pack 38, all he's got is the Panther 3 and the Panzerjägers. It's like significant whole of these EZs. That's a massive problem for Reakly. I don't know if he's going to try and go for another Tiger tank, but it might actually be too late with only 14 points left. Like, he might want to just go for Stokes and pray. But there you go, EC8's rolling forward here. We got smoke being deployed, but it's just not enough to stop the Detroit Steamroller here. As Nico goes hard for it, can he finally get the flag filling? No, it escapes again. Engineers charging forward, machine getting out there. We got 14 points left still, 89 left for Nico. Stuckel's fast away there, hunting down the Germans there, and the Italians for the EC8. Rockets screaming into the blind here. Into the fog of war, hoping to kill some Americans. And there you go. Almost got a triple cap here. Panzerjäger's wiped. Stuckel's first in trouble with these hits as well. And no, it narrowly escapes. But it does mean a lot of infantry's going to get massacred inside of Reakly's base here. Holy smokes. There you go. GG. Holy moly. What a comeback there from Nico. Again, really highlighting, you know, again, that bit about this map. Like, he got back into this match several times because, again, of the way the map actually allows you to really flank around your opponent. He was able to utilize that several times to great effect against Reakly and catch him off guard. And Reakly, I think, at times was just a bit too, you know, confident in the situations, relaxing a bit, which, of course, what Nico then exploited. Of course, again, I do think it would make better use of his abilities like Seek and Destroy and some of the armor-piercing rounds abilities as such, but still really well played there by Nico. 2 thumbs up. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial News. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.